Welcome back. Hello. We're here in the house. We're in our kitchen, actually.
Yeah.
Hopefully the lighting, it's getting, we don't have any light in here, and it's getting evening time.
Yeah.
But I think it's bright enough for you to see it. I can see how red my cheeks are. The last video that we dropped, we talked about the siding and the roof.
Yeah, we were focused on getting the outside situated.
And the porch over here knocked down.
Yes.
And then we left off that there, John found trouble with the foundation
Of the kitchen.
Yes.
Which
so
was
Jimmy knows more about it. So.
Which was an add-on. So the kitchen is an add-on to the original house, and but we wanted to save it. And the back porch was an add-on to the kitchen. That was an obvious that had to go. It was just too bad. And it was unneeded. It was just a waste of space, and it just needed to go.
Yeah.
So so I told John, we want to save the kitchen. It's a nice big area. It makes the house just bigger and better, and also they put another floor on top of the kitchen, not just the main house, but they put a dormer in upstairs. So it was just part of the house, where the back porch was simply just a back porch.
Oh, yeah, I see what you mean. Yeah.
Right. So, I mean, to get rid of the kitchen would be to change the whole upstairs because, so.
Is that what that's called?
A dormer that pops out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so, and that had issues with it, which I think you've seen the pictures, but those have been addressed.
Yep.
So,
we're sitting here because we're talking about this area right there.
Right, so it's both side walls. Well, first John discovered it on the, if you're looking at the house on the left side wall of the kitchen, that the foundation that they performed or poured, if they poured it, I don't know if they did, it was failing.
Was it crumbling? Like how?
It was crumbling.
Failing?
It was crumbling. Like they didn't go past the frost line. It was just done. I'll say half-assed, but but it wasn't done right.
Oh, okay.
So it was failing. And remember,
to go past the frost line, what does that mean?
So if you go past the frost line, like in like Maine or Minnesota or Montana or Alaska, so if you go past the frost line, I believe, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but you have to go past the frost line because that's where you can get into stable soil.
Oh, okay.
Because the frost line, it can expand and stuff because at a certain point, frost doesn't get past, I think it's 36 inches or 30 inches. So you got to get past that to pour your foundation. Therefore,
so that has something sturdy.
Right.
And this was probably just like on top.
Right,
okay.
right.
All
so
right.
But you have to get past that.
Okay.
But if you don't, then you're going to have problems, which we had. And maybe that was part of the problem too. Maybe they didn't dig past the frost line. But regardless, it was failing. So
and it was just this corner, or he?
It was the whole wall.
The whole
it was the whole this side foundation wall down there. So John had to dig it out, and you'll see photos. So I was up here when he was doing it, and it was pretty impressive because so he had to dig it out. The dirt to get to the foundation, to get that out, and then to re-pour with rebar and concrete and cinder blocks and all kinds of stuff, a proper foundation.
Okay.
So but he couldn't just dig out the dirt because if it had any rain, it could just it was 3 feet deep. I mean, it was deep. It was a big.
Plus, this is dirt under here, so it's not like we have a concrete slab and dirt.
Right.
It's like it's all dirt.
Right. So he dug it from the outside. So he had to keep that area in a sense tarped to keep it as dry as possible, so that dirt that he dug out with an excavator wouldn't crumble and go back into the hole where he's trying to get to the foundation.
He built
to get
like
it
a
out.
little room with that.
It was
tarp.
crazy. Yeah, you'll see the pictures,
Yeah.
and I hope I showed the inside. But it was crazy how, I'd say airtight. It wasn't airtight, but how tight it was. It was just like it was completely wet on the outside, and where he had it tarped, connecting to the house, covering this area where he's digging up the ground to get to the foundation. It was completely dry. It was it was impressive. It really was. And I was here to help him carry cinder blocks. I mean, he knew what he wanted to do, but in order to help him, I could be the cinder block carrier and staging them so he didn't have to come back out of the dirt hole and to get stuff. I was kind of feeding him, so that was very helpful.
He did this wall, and then he knew he had to do that side.
Yeah, well, so he did this wall, and then he had a real strong inkling where the driveway is, that wall probably was done the same, and it's just like,
yeah, they're not going to do one.
Yeah, why would you fix one if you're not going to fix them both?
Right.
So, yeah, it was an unexpected thing, but like we've said, and like John's heard 100 times, we wanted to do this right. We didn't want to band-aid it and just put lipstick on a pig. So we wanted to do it right, and we wanted to get structurally sound, and like we didn't just patch the roof. We put a whole new steel.
Right.
We just did everything. New windows, new doors. Excuse me. And as you can see behind us, how the whole house looks.
Yeah.
Completely gutted, complete right down to the studs. So we could see like insulation out, there was some, not a lot.
But even if there was insulation, it was like, well, keep that in there. No, pull everything out,
pull
start
everything
fresh.
out. Well, and see what's going on. Like
Right.
behind the insulation, there might be an issue that you didn't look at because you were going to save $10 on insulation.
Yeah.
So we wanted to rip out everything, expose everything, and then address it and make it right. So that's what we did. And so like I said, you'll see. I don't know if I have any video clips.
There might be a short, but I know there's some good pictures of it that you'll put in here or
it's just
before. We always look at the pictures and then know what we're going to talk to you about in the video.
Yeah.
So that's one thing that when we left off about how there was problems with the foundation, and then after that, then he had to build the. These stayed. The I don't know what they're called.
Right. So right. So he had to support what's above us because he was going to remove this wall. As you can see, this is all.
Yeah, because that wall was gone.
Yeah. This is all new wood.
Yeah, here, I can pick them up. Here, let's pick you up. Hold on, guys.
So as you can see, it's all new wood. It's all new exterior OSB. It's all new 2x6s. It's all new because So we had to support this second floor coming in a little bit to have exposure to this, to remove the wall and not have the house fall down. And you can show me the other side too.
Oh, here.
And
here, let me flip you around here. Here's the other wall.
so you can see it's all new 2x6s, new window, and it's the same on that side. It's a little hard to see, and I don't want to show you the basement because it's a wet basement. And
This wall is still the same outside wall, but that wall was.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's still the
I mean, there's
outside
some
wall.
new wood.
He put some new 2x6s in for support and to address issues that it had. But and as you can see, with the mini split, we had that installed, but we had that covered very, very well because we were upstairs. This is second week of August.
Yes.
Second week of August, 2024. So Dagny and I were up here with Jenny and to do some inside work because spoiler alert, you'll see it soon. But the outside is pretty much done. I mean, the outside, and that's what we wanted. We wanted to get it all, per se, looking normal on the outside, prettied up. So the outside's done. You will see that soon.
Yeah.
The only thing that we need to do on the outside is, we don't need to, but we're going to, is a new front deck.
Right.
Because right now the front door to the ground is about 3 feet. So we come in the back door, so that's why it's not a big deal.
And then this wall here is probably this is where the original house stopped.
Right, and that cutout right there.
This right here.
That's probably a window.
Yes.
Of the original house.
Right, because over here, this is with the extension, okay? Or this is the extension, the kitchen. That's all original.
Back door.
This was the back door to get in the house, and then you can see another window over here.
There.
That was a window, and they blocked that off. But our plan here for in here is to open up a doorway here.
Yeah.
That will be a wall, so you can have the light from. I'm gonna go slowly and not fall down the basement. So you'll just be able to walk in and can go straight. Do you see what I mean?
Right.
Okay. Look at my hand. There. Now we can turn faster. So you can come in, and then we'll be going in, walking over this door. That will be closed.
Yeah, that'll be.
We lived in a house before that had a basement, and the door was it was on the floor. So, and then we have to support these, of course, with beams and support. What is it called? OSB? No. What's it called?
Well, LVL.
LVL.
Yeah, for support.
For support.
Yeah. So.
Okay.
So the reason the foundation, which obviously, right, the
Oh,
reason
wait,
the
you're a
foundation.
little dark. Hold on. Stay bright. There we go. Hold on. Oh, that's too bright. Ah. Okay, go ahead.
So the reason, obviously, the foundation is so important, besides it holding up the house or the kitchen
a minor.
and the second floor, at least the back part of the house, is because if you want to put windows and roofs and siding on, that's got to be addressed, because you can't attach a roof and then start shifting the house and jacking it up and because you're gonna tear up the roof. The roof is you're gonna pop screws, or I don't know, who knows. It's not good. So you want to get you want to get the house solid. So it's like when you start to remove windows and doors and put roofs on, it's never going to move again because the foundation's been addressed. So we had to address the foundation in order to get the roofer to come in and say, okay, the house is done being shifted and tweaked and leveled and this and that. So go ahead and put the roof on. So now that's never going to move. So we're not going to twist it. And the windows can go in because we got new walls, right. and everything's right. And you will see that if you want to see a transformation, stay tuned for the next video, because obviously we've seen it. It's been like this for, I guess, since June, like how it is now.
So pretty on the outside.
Yes, because that's when they finished the siding.
Yes, because it was just recent.
And it's still as us who have seen the process from when we first walked in to an open thing and not lived in for
open front door.
Front door sign, and not lived there for 7 or 8 years to where it's at now. Is if you like that kind of stuff and if you're like excited about like, wow, that's crazy how far that's come. You got to stay tuned for, I guess, part 4.
Yeah.
Because it has taken on a whole new. It's the outside.
The outside
is
so
pinch
nice.
me. It's just like yeah. And it's one of those things. We make decisions on like, let's go with this kind of door or this kind of window or this style roof or this color roof. And it just kind of came together where, for us, it's like, this looks so crazy. Yeah. This looks so nice. And especially from where it started, it's that much better. And everybody was involved. Jenny was the one who picked the colors of the siding. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, we said what we were thinking, and she made a suggestion, and it was a good suggestion, and we went with it, and it came out wonderful. So do stay tuned to part 4.
Be sure and like and subscribe.
Yeah, like and subscribe, and tell anyone that you know that we're making this great videos of abandoned property in northern Maine, because it's been a lot of fun for us to do, and it's just been fun to follow along.
And it's fun sharing it with them. Like
it is.
Well,
it's fun for us to have too, for our own record.
Yeah.
I mean, to see where we started, and it's like, I can't believe the kitchen looks how it does. But it's so nice, and it's. Right. So please stay tuned and you'll enjoy the next parts.
I hope you enjoyed this video. Take care, and we'll see ya.
See ya.